AutoLine on the Road from CES in Las Vegas is brought to you by our signature sponsor, ZF, See, Think, Act, and also by Gentex, a smarter vision, and by Magna.
What do you do when you're a startup and you're trying to attract attention at a high-tech show like CES? Well, one thing you do is a board like this one. But right now we're going to talk with Lisa Gilson. She's the head of marketing and product design for Arity, a spin-off from Allstate Insurance.
Exactly.
But what is Arity? What's this all about?
So Arity, it's a great question, John. Arity is a data and technology startup all around transportation data. And so what we did is we looked at all the opportunities that we could do. We could use data to really push forward and help the transformation that we're seeing in transportation today.
So the transformation, of course, is ride-sharing, ride-hailing, autonomy, electrification, and all that. What role are you playing in that?
So Arity is really looking for a way to use that data to help accelerate that transformation. I mean, we're not sitting around, Allstate isn't sitting around waiting for that transportation just to happen so that they can react to it. We want to be at the forefront of helping that change to happen in a way that's going to be positive for everybody, for the drivers, for the manufacturers, for the insurance companies, for everybody that makes a part of the transportation ecosystem.
So give us a few, for instances, of what data you're collecting and how it can be put to use.
Sure. So some of the data that we're collecting is exactly how you drive. And understanding how you drive gives us a better sense of exactly how you're going to be utilizing that vehicle and what kind of risks you're going to be on the road. When we start to even think about autonomous vehicles, sometimes you're going to be driving, sometimes the car is going to be driving, and understanding where you are in that system is all part of the equation.
Where do you see this all going? Because in my view, with advanced driver assistance systems, safety, we're almost on the verge of maybe making it impossible for cars to crash. What's that do to Allstate's business?
Oh my God. We would love it if we got to a world where we didn't have 40,000 people dying in accidents every year. I mean, that would be a fantastic thing to shoot for. I still think we're a ways off from that, but our opportunity is to really help the driver understand what they're doing that makes them more of a risk on the road and understand where they're going in the future to be able to say, hey, I'm going to make the changes behind the wheel and I'm going to make the changes in my community to make it so that we do get to a place where there are no more accidents. And frankly, that's one of the reasons why Allstate started a company like Arity. Insurance is going to change. Insurance is not going to be what it was 20 years ago. We see that, and we don't think about ourselves as an insurance company. We think about ourselves as a protection company. How can we protect and connect people across the world?
So why do a spin-off like this, entrepreneuring within a giant insurance company?
That's a great question. I think what we really wanted to do is think about how the data and technology would play without the restrictions that sometimes come with being in a regulated business. So we looked at Arity and we said, how can we best make it so that that data can be used in a variety of different use cases? If you're just looking at it within the context of our insurance regulation, we're going to be limited. So what we did is we spun that out of the insurance operations and we looked at Arity through the lens of all the opportunities with rideshare and car share, which will still be regulated, but a different kind of regulation.
So here we are at CES in the North Hall, a lot of automotive companies. They coming and paying a visit to you to learn what you're all about?
We've been thrilled to have so many players that have come in and spend time with us here in this booth. It's a great booth, but we have been talking with insurers, we have been talking with OEMs, we've been talking with rideshare companies, car share companies, telecoms. They have such an interest on how the data and technology is all going to connect us in the future.
Well, Lisa, I got to tell you, I never thought coming to a tech show like this, I'd end up talking about data coming out of an insurance company. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much, John. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.